Hi, beardos. Joe here, and we can't come to the phone right now because, well, we don't want to. So, leave us a message right here, and we will listen to it as soon as we feel like it. Bye!
Hey guys, it is George.
And Anthony.
I know it has been a hot minute since we've called in and left a voicemail. I'm sorry, we've been bad beardos. Hmm. Anyway, we just wanted to call and say hello and let y'all know that we're still here, we're still watching, and of course, and wanted to say how proud of y'all we are for the things that y'all have accomplished with this podcast and the way it's growing and just everything y'all have done. Please keep it up. And y'all are doing amazing. So, yeah.
Take care, guys. Have a great evening. We love you.
I love you guys. And we will talk at y'all later. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Good evening. This is Beards and Sundries Podcast News, your one-stop news shop every Sunday, with your host, Jay. Another host, Anthony. And another host, Joe. We're your Beards and Sundries hosts and news anchors for Season 5 of Beards and Sundries.
Welcome back to the Beards and Sundries News Network.
Hi.
Hello. That's me.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
That's right, guys. It's time for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry in each episode.
To give Joe credit, we always really ramble right there at first. But anyways,
We do.
my name is Jay, and fuck, I'm hungry. Always.
I'm Anthony, and Crunch Wrap Supreme, Jay.
Wow, thanks, funny man Anthony.
That was the hilarious Anthony, everyone.
And I'm Joe, and I want back the 2004 McDonald's dollar menu, damn it.
The
but-
good days.
But that means that today's sundry item is fast food. Beardos, the three of us like to be mindful of what we eat most of the time, but sometimes it's cheaper, easier, or more convenient to just give into the sin that is fast food. Now, we know the past few weeks have been kind of a downer of sorts, but this topic is a format that we've been wanting to try for a little while now. After the break, we're going to chat about some smaller or more regional fast food spots that we really like, and to wrap us up this week, Anthony has devised a scorecard for us to rank our top 10 fast food spots. But before the ice cream machine breaks down, how about this week's voicemail?
I'm so glad that Anthony and George called.
You guys haven't been bad beardos. I feel like you guys have invested so much. Like you've got money in the bank. You guys, you're fine.
Right. Everyone has lives, and it's not your fault that people aren't calling into the show. It's
Right.
us
It's
just
everyone
needing to get
else's
better.
fault.
It is. It's everyone else's fault.
I beg to differ. You guys are in serious trouble. I'm
Oh,
kidding,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, Jay calls the shots around here, so you're in serious trouble.
Bang, bang.
My baby shot me down.
I feel like we probably could use the words of encouragement today, so thank you guys.
Yes, thank you
Yes,
very
thank
much.
you.
That was nice and put a smile on all three of our faces.
We love you too.
Yes, we love you. Thank you so much for being you and for being around and for being involved.
And for being a friend.
And even, though
yeah.
and even though I just got a new fridge as of this recording day, yours still wins.
Right.
Correct. But, Joe, do you think I could find some McDonald's hot mustard in the sundries aisle?
You can because it's your favorite condiment, but I like their honey mustard. But if you guys are new to the show and you're wondering just what the hell a sundry is, the term comes from an Old English word meaning odds and ends. Now today, it's used mainly in retail as a way to group together items that don't typically have a group of their own. So, as three very well-fed gay men with beards, we are using the term to group together the wide range of topics that we cover.
Wow, Joe.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Oh, you can barely see the pink. Damn.
You
These
went
are
so
supposed to
fast.
be Neapolitan gradient. They're chocolate, pink, and vanilla.
Okay, that's kind
Oh.
of cute. I can see that
Yeah.
now.
I
They're
thought it was a
cuter in
latte.
person. Ew.
It's an
I don't buy the
upside down
coffee
latte.
themed ones. It's kind of like Starbucks. I save money by not being a Starbucks addict. I save money on Pear by not buying the coffee themed ones. Eh?
Yeah.
Or avocado
that's how
toast
that
ones.
works.
Yeah.
Has the economy recovered yet?
No, it really hasn't. It hasn't even trickled down yet for us to recover it.
Well, we're still waiting since the 80s.
So, Beardos, I sent Joe and Jay a list earlier of 15 different fast food places because we're going to make this our first official top 10 episode. But
Top.
but I feel like for this first part, we could just discuss some of the more mainstream, like nationwide chains like McDonald's and Burger King and whatnot.
McDonald's, is that new?
Yeah.
I also hate how McDonald's is gross and addicting.
That's it. End of sentence. I just hate how McDonald's is. That's it.
My stepdad would tell you the story about how he hates that McDonald's burgers went above 10 cents.
Oh, my God.
I agree.
I guess he was a kid once, and him and his dad pulled up, and he went in with a dime and went to the counter and had to run back out for 3 more cents. And he's like, they're 13 cents now. And his dad was like, God damn it, I'm not paying 13 cents for a cheeseburger. Get the hell in the truck.
What a problem to have. Honestly. Real
I
quick.
just imagine this little kid sprinting in with a dime. Burger.
Yeah. Can I get a burger and a pack of cigarettes for my dad? And I drove here also, but somehow I also walked uphill both ways. I'm going to tell my kids about this someday.
I have a lawn dart embedded in my leg.
And I need to use this money transfer that I wired in from Western Union.
Hold on, I'm sending a telegram. Stop.
Oh, okay, stop. 3, stop. More, stop. Cents, stop. Okay, here's the reply. God damn it, stop. Get back in the car, stop. We're leaving, stop. Oh, okay, well, the car's not even here because it's fake, so I gotta walk uphill in the snow now. Bye.
That was
hate
quite the
boomers.
journey.
Yeah, they'll tell you all about it.
That's true.
But seriously, McDonald's, though, when you need something that's like ooey gooey, cheesy, gross, just you just don't even fucking care. Like, is there anything better?
I
Really?
mean, what's funny is it's kind of my go-to if I have to eat while driving. I'll stop for the nugs.
Yeah.
Road trip McDonald's does really hit differently. Like when
It
you're
does.
you're just driving along, you just need that bite of goodness right then and there. You want something hot and not fresh, but something hot and cheesy and delicious. But that's
something
when
hot
you need
and exists.
yeah, something hot and is. That's my requirements for road trip McDonald's.
Well, and the reason I usually hit McDonald's is because I actually want a McDonald's Coke because that slaps.
When
I
they
do
brought
like
back the high
their-
C orange, I was like, yes.
I do like their sodas for sure. Their fountains are, I don't know what's in them. Probably crack. Probably more seltzer water than actual syrup because they're trying to save fucking money, but it still tastes so fucking
It's like meth. I'll drink it all day. I love it.
Well, Jay, that Coke, they just brought back the original recipe. Like from the way back when.
From when it
You
was
know,
supposed to
with
be medicine for headaches.
Cocaine in it. Oh, it'll cure your headache, all right.
I don't have a headache anymore, and I feel fantastic.
They're like, oh, your baby won't stop crying. Just rub some, what was it, brandy or bourbon on their
Yes, it
gums.
was, I think it was any alcohol, really.
They're not stopping crying because you saved their pain. They stopped crying because you knocked them out drunk.
as one does.
I loved old medicine. Here, drink.
Here, take some snake oil about your pregnancy.
Feeling bad? Drink.
Is your woman wanting to get a job? Oh, she's crazy. Give her some, I don't know, chloroform.
And then the 50s
Lobotomy.
The 50s came along and they're like, "You're unhappy? Quaaludes."
They were like, "Here, lean back. Tink, 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 tink." All right, is that better?
Take every medicine that completely just makes your brain not work. You'll be so much happier. And you know what? That sounds great.
Wash, rinse, repeat. What are we doing nowadays? Pop
you know
them
what?
pills, baby.
Bring Quaaludes back.
I gotta take pills anyway. Let's make it fun.
Yeah, I'm not in it for regulating. I'm in it for just knocking me the fuck out of what is society right now.
Give me some of them bath salts from Florida.
I want to chew a face off.
Like in Face Off.
Like in Face Off. Oh god, the joke that's going down my face, my brain right now. Face. Yeah. No, I was gonna be like, oh, I really want to just munch right now, and I don't mean ass, unless you're a butthead.
Oh!
Someone get this man a cardigan.
Oh god.
Yeah, I feel like when we do McDonald's, bringing it back. Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
Boo.
We don't have to. We could turn fucking ship on this and just turn it into a whole bitch session. That's the whole thing could be that, and that's fine.
Don't tempt me.
I go for it. I mean, shit, it's our podcast.
Yeah.
It's
Mom,
our
Dad,
podcast.
is anyone else still listening, or is it just you two?
I checked the numbers today. It's a few more.
I was like,
okay.
we have a list of voicemails, so people still listen.
A list?
Yeah, we're back up to a little bit of a list, so we got a few weeks
Nice.
out.
Well, I can't
Good.
wait to list in to all those voicemails.
Tee-hee.
So, going back a little bit to McDonald's and my intro a little bit. So, I remember the classic dollar menu. I want to say it came out, it's either like 2003, 2000. It was right around when I started driving, so like around 2004. And I just remember it was this whole list of things, and it was like double cheeseburger, McChicken, 4-piece nugget, small drink, I think, or any size drink, I think. This was before they did the $1 sweet tea. It was like apple pie. There were a couple other things on there. It was like 12 things on their dollar menu, and they were all one singular dollar, which was I didn't even realize it at the time, but it was kind of like revolutionary. Like,
Yeah.
you could go through the line and get an entire meal for under $4.
Yeah. It's
And
glorious.
now a single double cheeseburger on McDonald's.com is like $3.89.
So, to be fair,
$3.89.
I am, in the last week, without a fridge, quite experienced in the fast food apps.
Yes.
And if you use those properly, you can get some pretty badass deals. I don't think in the past few days that I've spent more than $5 on a meal from fast food, which is McDonald's and well, I guess I spent a little more at Taco Bell, but that's because I got my special box, so it was $6. But Wendy's, the Sonic.
Your special box is always worth more than $5 today.
I know,
But not much. Only one.
But yeah, just $1 more. Do you guys want to see in my special box? No, I'm kidding. No.
Oh,
got 5
pit
minutes.
crew!
Speaking of changing restaurants, I know I've talked about this before, but I'm a little bit addicted to the vegetarian box from Taco Bell. It tastes just as delicious with black beans in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I like black
Yes.
beans. Joe's not a beans person, but I'm there. I like it.
For the right price, I can be. How much is it cheaper? than the
I think
regular
it's $6
stuff?
for the box, and so you're
Oh.
getting like 3 items and a drink.
I can do that.
Actually,
I can do
I
that
could
tomorrow.
Find a chicken somewhere and just kill it. And then
The other
add
day that
that.
we FaceTimed, that's what I was eating, was the veggie box.
What was her name?
I was eating her right out.
We were like, oh, God, please stop.
Where's the bean?
Said every straight man.
What? Sorry, Anthony. What was your
No,
question?
it's fine.
Say it
No, it's
again.
funnier than what I was saying. I was saying something serious, and Joe was correct.
This was the modern "Where's the beef" commercial. Where's the bean?
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, shut up. Get out of here. Oh my God, you two.
We're mature.
Yeah, you're something. I was just going to say that I like Taco Bell because you can go on the website and you can customize everything, and then you go to the drive-thru now, and then you just tell them your name, and they make it for you when you get there. And it customized, so you can add stuff, take stuff off, and they'll make it all for you right there. Oh my God, it's so awesome.
You can do that most places now, because I have not. I've ordered everything on the app and then just went through drive-thru.
Yeah,
just said my
I'm
name.
digging that. I really like it.
I love it. And then you get points for that, so you can get some free stuff later. I got some Mickey D's points built up so I can get some free shit. Yeah.
I feel like most fast food I don't plan well enough to use the app though, because normally I'm like on my way home from somewhere, whereas Taco Bell is one of those places that we will order and go out of our way to get.
I literally stopped for gas, ordered McDonald's while I was pumping gas, got in my car, went across the street, pulled up to the McDonald's, was like, "Hello, I have an order for Jay." Like, I use the app all the time.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
I can get my McDonald's on an app and build points up for free, and I proudly stand up.
And
keep
oppress
going.
you for having different beliefs than me.
But I don't really stand up because I sit in my car.
Because we've all got diabetes.
I love Anthony
Because
just
we don't have a
watching
foot.
this.
Because diabetes.
No, I'm having
So
a
we
great
can't
time.
stand up proudly.
Anthony's
We'll just say, "Where's the motorized scooters at?"
oh, God. Those motorized scooters at the store.
Tip assist!
Tim assist.
Wee, 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 wee.
Honey boo boo.
The whole reason we got more into Taco Bell during that time period was because Chipotle started to fucking suck.
I remember when Chipotle was like supreme.
Oh, they were cream of the crop. They would load that bowl up. You had to carry it out with 2 hands or else you were going to drop it. And now, like, if I ask for extra beans, they're just like throw one on there next to the bowl.
Where's the bean?
They grab it,
Seriously.
they break it in half, and then they put half in there.
And the chicken's drier. Just everything's not as good as it used to be. Or maybe our taste buds have changed, but I'm pretty confident that it's just not the same quality.
No, it's not
because
as good. Yeah.
Whenever
It's-
I moved to Wichita and lived on my own and was really poor and couldn't afford to go to Chipotle, I would go to Chipotle and get delicious meals.
I used to eat there during my bachelor life every fucking day for lunch. I ate there every day for lunch for 2 months at one point.
Well,
Because it was right next to my work, and I could get a like little 600 calorie like bowl that filled me up, and I just would avoid dairy, and I just get like extra, veg and stuff, and that way I'm getting a lot of bulk, but I'm not taking in a lot of calories, and yeah, so I was really health conscious, and then I wasn't.
Well, and I remember when I bought my house, I got disappointed because I noticed that there's a Chipotle way up in the north side of the metro, one kind of in the middle of the metro and way south of the metro, and it's all far away from me. And I was like, boo. Now I just don't give a shit. Like, okay, what's a Chipotle?
Oh yeah, I had it like probably a few weeks ago for the first time in forever.
Same.
And I placed an order through the app to go pick up at, they've got a little like to go Chipotle somewhere nearby. And then I went to go pick it up and they didn't have my order. And we confirmed, we looked at the receipt in the app. We confirmed the email and that it was the right location. They just didn't fucking have it. Now, granted, they did make it for me. So that was good. And it was really fast still. But I was like,
They
the
said,
fuck am I
sorry, we
supposed
don't
to
have your
do
order.
here?"
You can't possibly order now. Get out.
It was just
One
more of
bean?
like a,
2 beans?
I didn't want to pay twice because we'd already paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I saw a
But,
great
anyways.
meme about that pickup thing with the window because it's like for DoorDash drivers. And it was like, it showed a picture of all the orders sitting there. And someone was like, I just found this great life hack. If you're just hungry, just walk into Chipotle and show them your phone and say you're working for DoorDash. And then you can just take a free meal.
You know, another change of subject for places to eat. Back in the day, I was never really a sandwich person. I don't know why. And I've been sleeping on the life of Jersey Mike's. My boyfriend and I, we started going to it within the last year or so, and I'm really addicted to Jersey Mike's.
I don't think
I've heard good
had
things
it in
about 'em.
forever.
I haven't either. I was big on Subway for a long time, and then they got way overpriced, so I stopped going there.
Do you also remember when Subway came out with that, or when somebody came out with that test that their tuna salad didn't have traces of tuna in it?
Or
Yes.
and was that the same time that they said their tuna had the same chemical as like yoga mats or whatever?
That seems right.
But it is actually tuna. Like they open tuna cans and it's pouches and pouches of tuna that they drain. It's tuna.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is real tuna. That was a sensationalized media story. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. They just don't treat it that great once it gets there.
That was kind of the timeline that I just quit with Subway. Everything started going downhill really fast.
Well, and then they could have done a few things to redeem themselves, and they just didn't. There was a time where they took the menu down to nothing, and it was these many sandwiches, and you could do this, that, and the other to them, but that was it. And the whole thing about Subway was you were supposed to go in and personalize your entire sandwich from start to finish, and then all of a sudden it's $38.
I can predict what's going to happen. They are going to do a commercial that's got these weird little, like, strange mouth rats on it, and we eat Subway, and then all of a sudden they go bankrupt.
No, I've got a great strategy for them. They're going to hire a spokesperson, and he's going to advertise his weight loss journey from eating nothing but their sandwiches, and then we're going to open a daycare center dedicated to him
Oh, Jesus.
for only children.
Oh,
Just
my
kids.
God. That whole Jared thing. I remember how that's all those commercials was showing how fat he was, and then all of a sudden he's just like, I'm really thin now from always eating sandwiches. Carbs,
And his old
carbs,
pants.
carbs.
Now I'm nice and trim for all those children.
Now he's nice and trim in jail.
Yes, now he's somebody else's child.
Wah.
Fuck you, Jared.
Wow.
You know, I did eat Jimmy John's for a good while, speaking of sandwich places.
I've never been a Jimmy John's lover.
It's
They're great.
fine.
I had fallen off with them for a long time, and then I kind of got it in my head that all they had was bean sprouts, so I kind of stopped going there for a long time.
I got tired of
But-
the bean sprouts all over the place.
But they have a lot of good stuff on their menu, and I like their roast beef a lot.
I would do
I don't-
like the vegetarian sandwich sometimes because you could get it at a premium and then they put like not guacamole but like smashed avocado on there, but then I'd get like extra tomato and like extra cucumbers on it, and then that would be like a good bulky like sandwich to have for lunch, but you know, sans meat and then lower calorie, and like it sounds like I'm health conscious when I eat places. I'm really not, but that was one of my favorite things to get from there.
Yeah, I'll eat Jimmy John's. It's not like I'll tell people, ew, no, I won't go. It's just if I'm choosing a place, that's the last place I'll choose.
It's
Yeah.
just never at the front of my thinking. It's just never there.
I'll look at places like McAllister's, which I don't even see as that much more great, honestly, but I love some of their sandwiches enough that, fine, that's awesome. I don't know if that's considered fast food, though, but close enough.
Yeah, fast casual.
Fast cash.
Yeah, close enough. We also have Witch here in town, and we used to eat there all the time, and they changed their menu to where like you have to pick certain base sandwiches, and there's not like really a create your own anymore. And so,
Which was their whole thing.
I would get like the buffalo chicken sandwich they had because that was the one thing there that I really loved, and they didn't have it on the menu anymore. And I was like, well, fuck this place.
Yeah.
Speaking of Schlotsky's another one that I I want to like
Schlotzsky's.
more, but for what I'm spending, I'm getting this really clusterfuck of a messy sandwich always.
Yeah.
But I'll go bonkers for the Cinnabons.
I was going to say, get a Cinnabon, you fat fuck.
I mean, I will be like, I'm going to eat this sandwich. Get out of my way. The Cinnabon's right here.
in the same vein as Schlotzsky's, do you ever eat at Jason's Deli?
Actually, I just had that a few weeks ago for the first time in probably over a decade.
Forever ago, I did.
Now, follow-up question. Did you go to the restaurant and have a meal, or did you eat a boxed lunch that was served during a lunch?
That second thing you said.
Like, all they do is just these box lunches.
I think I had a real meal. And to add to this, what was it? It was a Saturday. And I walked in and I was waiting on my friend. And there was this couple standing by the door, and it was right... Oh, God, what happened? Oh, it was right after the Olympics opening. And this couple was like, they are making fun of the Last Supper. And Jesus is coming. He's coming faster than you could ever imagine. And I'm just standing there like, oh, my God, is this church Sunday? And then, like, we order our sandwiches, and we are super gay homos at the counter because we're both in pink shorts. And we're like, I'll take the club. And then...
Yeah, give me that tooth dick. Ooh.
And we sit down, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure all the religious people come here. This is religious sandwich shop, or at least here in the city.
I've never actually been inside one.
I've never been to a Jason's Deli. I didn't even think they had actual restaurants.
Yep,
Yeah,
we
they've
have
got
one in
that
the
one
city.
over by Aldi, remember? And 61st Street?
Yeah.
And I
thought it was just a box lunch factory.
I just learned that Jesus is coming very quickly, faster than we'll ever know.
So
And
fast.
we better get good right now.
That's why they nailed his arms up, because he was coming too fast, so they had to get him tied up for a good edging session. 3 whole days in that cave, and they wouldn't let him come once, but then he came back. He has risen.
And that is how the weed whacking game started.
Someone call that old couple from Jason's Deli and let them know.
Beep boop boop. Hello, religious people. Will you listen really quick?
I hear 8 million iPhones ring throughout the entire state.
Nah, 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 nah.
Whoa! Cool ringtone, man.
Oh, God.
God.
Oh, it's like the echoing chorus.
You know, though, I feel like we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about Burger King when we're talking about mainstream.
I had that
Because-
just the other
Let's do
day.
it.
I don't care for Burger King.
I know, it's so weird.
I
Okay.
don't like it.
I
None of it appeals to me.
I sometimes like the flavor of their flame grilled burgers.
Say it one more time, like you're 80 years old.
Diabetes. But I do not like their fries. Their chicken nuggets taste like cardboard. Nothing. Their
Right?
sodas
Thank
always
you.
taste off. I can't stand any of them. If
The
I
whole
want
thing is not good.
if I want a flame grilled burger, I love me some Carl's Jr. at the right moment.
Ooh, well, there you go. By the
You
way, Beardos,
mean-
if you don't live in Oklahoma or the surrounding area, we're talking about Hardee's.
Hardee's.
Yes.
Which we call Carl's Jr. here.
You mean to tell me that I can't walk into a Burger King and find an open flame grill operating currently? Just like the commercials? You mean they're
Yeah.
advertising that's false?
Wait,
Yeah.
they aren't really flame broiling. They're, flame broiled.
For
Let's
broiling.
Okay, never mind.
Not
Never
like
mind,
in the
everybody,
commercial
never
where the
mind.
burgers are doing the fucking Shakira dance over these open flames. There's no grill in that fucking place.
Oh, baby, when you talk like that, you make my patty go mad.
Yeah.
Woo!
But speaking of, let's talk about Carl's Jr. for a little bit. I know
Oh,
it's not any of
fuck.
our favorites, but I like them a lot.
I used to live
used to
close to
get-
one.
There was one right next to the Verizon store I worked in Stillwater, remember? Like right next to it, and I
Yes.
would go get the Western burger that had
Oh
that
my
onion
God.
ring on there. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, that thing was dope. And I had to stop because it was upsetting my stomach because I was eating so much of it.
I gained a little bit more weight when I lived in my 3rd-story apartment that I intentionally bought on the 3rd story because I was like, that's 2 flights of stairs every fucking time you need to get to your house. And I lived a mile away from Carl's Jr. and I went there all the time. And
Really working with those stairs, huh?
oh god, I gained some weight.
He got one of those wheelchair lifts installed.
You know what's funny though is I can't think of anything that Carl's Jr. really does that's specialty aside from that Western burger. Which is why I don't like Burger King, because even their specialty items are like the blandest bullshit. They're like, we took chicken and turned it into sticks. Isn't that crazy?
Whoa!
Burger King's specialty items and just their menu items that they randomly pop up in their ads, they make me
Boring
think
as hell.
that there's like 10-year-olds running their kitchen and their marketing. They're like, what if we made this chicken into fries? And then 10 years old goes bonkers for it.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
And then Carl's Jr. is at least like 18-year-olds.
So that's what I was gonna say. I feel like Carl's Jr. is like, didn't they advertise for like straight men for the longest time because they would have those hot models eating the burgers
with Paris Hilton
everywhere, and they're like,
I was
like,
actually
Paris
about to
Hilton
say
has never eaten a Carl's Jr. cheeseburger in her life.
those commercials actually turned me off. It's because I hate watching people eat.
Oh, really?
And so, like, watching these people like chew on these big burgers, I'd be like, I don't even crave that now.
Oh, that's fun
feel like-
information to learn.
That is
Thanks,
fun information to learn.
I don't know what it is. I don't enjoy watching it.
Well, Beardos, your phones have video cameras on them, so if you'd like to submit a video of you eating something, that email is beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
The text message is 405-999-2242, right?
2242. Yeah. Send us free mukbang videos.
Send me
hate you
money
all.
so I can mukbang.
But there are better burger places than Carl's Jr. around here for sure, like Sonic, which is regional. I mean, it is more over the U.S. than it used to be.
Sonic
But-
is better
Here.
the closer you are here. The further you go away, the worse it is.
It gets
though.
a lot worse. But here, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it
for
is
our
great.
nationwide listeners, if you didn't know, Sonic is actually headquartered right here in Oklahoma, and the first Sonic drive-in restaurant is actually in Stillwater, Oklahoma. So a lot of Sonics are very heavily concentrated on this part of the country, and they're all, I mean, hit and miss
good
a little
ones
bit, but
are.
that's what you get. The
Yeah, you'll
good
hit
ones
some
are
shit
fucking
ones.
good.
Yeah, it's like anything else.
Yeah, for sure.
But I
yes,
mean, their drink menu, oh my
Oh,
god.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Sonic
Because
Sonic definitely
Oklahomans
does
love
that.
their fucking drinks.
And I love their popcorn chicken.
Oh, I never had it.
That used to be the only thing I got from there was the popcorn chicken.
It was
I like their
so
cheddar
good.
bites.
It's all I ever got for a long time.
I do that, and I used to do the Sonic Sunrise for my drink, which was like cherry limeade, but then they'd add a little bit of orange juice with it.
Oh, yum.
It's really good.
I also held out for a long time on doing chili dogs, and I don't know why, because they're really great.
I would get the chili cheese tater tots, and I would add ranch and jalapenos to it, and holy fucking
yum.
shit. Delicious, and blew my O-ring out every time.
And I appreciate how Sonic you can customize to that level for being fast food.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can do it as you're there, and like you just, and it's like you're not doing anything special. You're doing what they're expecting,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Although I did hear that a lot of Sonics do very poorly with health inspections because they just are so, there's so many options and they're so
There's so
scattered
much.
around that they don't
Yeah.
clean. But
Well,
to
and they don't care.
yeah. And to also give them a little bit of defense though, every restaurant kitchen is fucking gross.
Right.
Yes,
I
true.
have only worked in one restaurant in my life that I would actually trust that their kitchen is clean.
I haven't.
And it was private owned.
owned. We used to have that Popeyes in Stillwater that was right close to my store.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who worked there who had a prepaid phone through us, and he always came up to like refill and stuff. And he came in one day, and he worked there, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm gonna come see you after I get off work, so I'm craving some Popeyes." He was like, "Don't order anything fried." And I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, that oil in the fryer hasn't been changed in who knows how long." And I was like, "Never mind, I won't be seeing you."
I totally believe it. You know how much of a hassle it is to empty and clean out a fryer?
I know.
Now
Oh my
imagine you're
God,
paying
I know.
that person minimum wage. Why would they want to do it?
Listen, I get it.
I don't know how accurate this is, but I've also heard that KFC lets their chicken, like, it'll start to spoil, and so they'll boil it briefly before they fry it.
I believe it. 1,000%.
And it doesn't shock me.
Oh
So,
my God.
okay, here you go. Non-food people. Here you go. You can have rigorous food safety and let's follow the rules 100%, or you can get people their food and you can pay people minimum wage. Which one do you think all the fast food restaurants are taking?
Safety,
I think it's the
right?
second one.
It's well regulated?
Yeah, no.
Can we talk briefly about KFC and how much of a disappointment it is that I fucking want food from there randomly and it's so
All the
good?
time. All the time.
You ever had their chicken pot pie?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
out of this world.
Oh my god! Like
We used to have this tradition of flying into Orlando to go see Joe's family, and that's the first night we would spend in Orlando, and we get KFC and go check into our hotel room, and like sit and just eat fucking garbage. And oh my god, so good.
So good.
I just ate not that long ago, and right now my mouth is watering at the idea of mashed potatoes and gravy with some greasy ass fucking gross chicken and a dry ass biscuit that I might gag on. But god damn, it sounds so good right now.
I don't eat the biscuit. No, that's just fucking fluff, man. There's KFC to be eaten.
Well, speaking of Anthony's story about the fryer and that biscuit you just talked about, what about Popeyes? You know, I really think that once they introduced the sandwich, it really changed around for them.
Sandwich is a game changer. I fucking
Yeah.
love that sandwich. It's so good.
Sandwich is good. I don't go to Popeyes too often because it's always like drive-throughs really full a lot,
Yeah, it is.
and I'm just
We
like
have one
nah.
by our house, and it's not usually that busy. We always have to wait, but like, my god,
not bad.
that spicy chicken sandwich, ugh, so good.
And then another thing that they did was they revamped some of their sides because they were making more money, so they were able to do some R&D. And they took their mac and cheese, which used to be a lot like KFC mac and cheese, so bad, terrible gummy noodles with nacho cheese on top. They changed it to their now home-style mac and cheese, which I think is more of like they make it in probably like the oven and they put it in trays because it has like the burnt edge pieces sometimes that you can get, and I can tell it's like baked mac and cheese. And it's actually pretty good for being a fast food place.
Do you guys think it's time for a quick break, and then when we get back, we can talk about a few local places?
Sure.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Hey listeners, are you ready to add some spice to your wardrobe? Check out hunkytops.com, the queer, Latino-owned clothing site that brings you the hottest styles. And here's an exclusive deal just for you, listeners. Get 10% off your first order with the code Sundries. That's right, 10% off when you use the code Sundries at checkout. They do offer sizes above 3XL. Just hit the contact button and request a larger size and they'll accommodate the best they can. So, what are you waiting for? Visit hunkytops.com today. Explore their amazing styles and wear your pride with confidence. hunkytops.com. Wear your pride, live your style. Remember, hunkytops.com. Use code Sundries for 10% off your first order. Order now!
You're listening to the Beards and Sundries podcast, the news source that's still rated 5 out of 6 balls.
Okay, so I'm going to have to kick this little sub-segment off with my fucking favorite local fast food place, which is Arnold's. It is a burger place here in Tulsa. Holy shit. The burgers there are... It's the whole place is out of this fucking world. It's so good.
We've talked about it here before, but Tulsa is kind of infamous for our location on Route 66, and as such, a lot of people did road trips back in some of the earlier decades of interstate travel, so we have a lot of those that are still here. And one of those restaurants is Arnold's, and they have their original flat top grill that they've had for almost 100 years. They're in a new location; they've moved over the years, but a lot of these places here in town they do the smash burger technique on the hot grill, and so a lot of their burgers are wide and flat, a lot kind of like Whataburger, and they're just really fresh ingredients. They're well known. A lot of them are locally owned. It's a pleasant experience every time, and it's one of the small good things about living in Oklahoma is the burger places here in Tulsa.
So fucking good. We have several of them. We've got Ron's, we've got Weber's, we've got... I think Ty's ended up closing, didn't they?
Lindemar is another one. Brownies, Weber's is really good, and they also make their own root beer.
Yep.
Is this fast food only, or are we like any local place?
I was doing fast food, like
Okay.
'cause we could.
I was just
making
sure.
I know this tiny little place. It used to be a Wendy's. It's called Cafe Cacao.
Oh my
about to
god!
do that.
Let's talk about Cafe Cacao for a minute. I can't believe how good it is. You guys, have you ever heard of this little place called?
It's
Cafe
ranked top in the
Cacao?
nation.
It's ranked
It's
one of the
brunch
top
place.
restaurants in the nation for a brunch place. You wouldn't even know it. I'm gonna have to take you somewhere. I'm gonna have to take you there someday. It's a little niche. You know, it's not. You know, not everybody can get in. Just Jay.
That's right. But now that I've talked about cacao, Old School Bagel is kind of a local one that's pretty good too.
Are they?
And
Are
it's-
they local?
Yeah,
Regional?
if they're not, then I didn't know that because I thought they were
okay.
just kind of a local chain that was owned within an area that
Oh.
grew kind of regional. But
I thought they were kind of like Einstein.
and that could be the case. I just am stupid, but I like their bagel sandwiches. They're pretty good.
I do like a bagel sandwich.
I'm on the fence about bagel sandwiches. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. A lot of times
So-
bagels just don't do it for me.
You have to hit the right bagel sandwich, and weirdly enough, guys, a bagel BLT is actually phenomenal.
Bitch,
Ooh,
I
a
love
BLT.
BLT.
I am a huge BLT person. I'm a big chicken salad sandwich person and BLT person. They are like my top sandwiches, and then it's club.
BLT
Those are the
sandwiches are
three
so
orders.
Goddamn good.
Why are they so good? Is it the
Bacon.
bacon?
Because you're 100, Jay. That's why they're so good.
You kids, if you don't you talk down to me.
We're going down to Sizzler.
We'd go and we'd take our Stouffer's microwave oven meals and we'd make them into sandwiches. And I loved me a Stouffer's meatloaf sandwich.
Oh, it's 4 p.m. We need to get down to the country kitchen.
And then I dodged the draft and became president of the United States.
Then I had to drink some milk and magnesia.
After I became
Mucinex.
president of the United States.
Put the diaper on, kids.
Jesus.
Put it on me is what I mean.
There is this local place here in Tulsa called El Super Taco that's done in the style of fast food that we've recently done a couple of times, and oh man, it's a tasty little place. It is in a skeezy part of town.
Which means you
It
know
is
it's going to be good.
so-
Yeah, it's gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
Actually, there's this little pizza place which I can't believe I don't think I've brought it to you guys before, but it's called Fat Daddy's, and it's right outside my neighborhood, and it's Hispanic owned.
That's not what we
And-
got last time we were there, was it?
No, last time we did Bella's Pizzeria,
That's
which is
what it
the
was,
one
okay.
that I swore was mafia, but it seems like they've lightened up on that. Or now it's just like a real business.
Is it because
But-
Bella sounds Italian and so you're equating that with the mafia? Are you racist?
No.
Me, Nonna Bella.
It's because the big Joe's mac and cheese. No, I swear I used to order from it and they'd be like, "What do you want?" And then they would just kind of like slap it out in front of you. And I was
Does
just like,
that
"This
make it mafia?
exactly." But they always had like there was always a guy in a suit in the back, like talking to the kitchen staff, and they were like yelling at each other. And I was like, "This is mafia ran, but it's delicious, so I'll take it." And then like now I go in there and I'm like, fuck, this is just a real business. Now I just feel like I'm eating normal pizza.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
disappointed.
no one's taking a nap with the fishes over this one.
But back to Fat Daddy's, it's Hispanic owned, and they make delicious pizzas and then also tacos. And
yeah,
it's
that's
all
right.
delicious.
They have both on the menu, and I remember seeing that and being like, "Is that?" I mean, that feels like the right wheelhouse still somehow, but also wrong?
Yeah, my brain's like, this shouldn't work, but it does, and I like it.
Technically, isn't a pizza just a giant tostada?
Kind of.
Until you fold it and it becomes a calzone.
Ooh, hell yeah, I love a calzone.
Oh,
You know what I love?
Yeah, which Bella's
Speedo.
calzones.
You know what I love, speaking of calzones, is they're not really, okay, they're nationwide, but they're mainly in college towns, and it's a place called DP Dough. And what they do is
DP.
all,
I want you to put double the dough in me.
and yeah, single, double, there you go. But this place is known for doing calzones, and they're what they would call a single serving calzone. So it's about maybe like 8 inches across, 4 inches tall, and they cut it in half. But you can basically get whatever
you are making it out to be, because those things are massive.
Yeah, that's true. And that's probably because usually when you get one, you're not totally sober. But they are a place that is mainly in college towns, and they are open till usually about an hour after the bar closes, so they know their clientele. But they also deliver, they have like breadsticks, sodas, wings, they have all kinds of different deals they do on their websites, and they're mainly in college towns. Stillwater, Oklahoma just got one recently, but my main one was back in Morgantown, and man, we would go after the bars and just get DB dough all the time. So good.
Just thought of a burger place that I'll consider fast food because it's actually a bar, but you just get burgers there. Ooh. And it's in downtown Oklahoma City, and it's called, well, technically you can get the same burgers at 2 places. One's called Bar Arbolada, and the other one, what is that? Flycatcher Club. That's what it's called. They're smash burgers.
Oh.
And they're just
start.
Brought out to you wrapped in foil and boxed fries and stuff like that. And they are some of the best fucking burgers ever.
I love any place that has like a very basic burger structure that doesn't try to like overdo it, because you know they're probably doing it really well.
Oh,
yeah.
Man. So they do basic burgers, basic cheeseburgers and all that stuff. And then they'll do a couple fancy ones. So you can get like a pimento one.
Pimento.
But they just don't have this massive menu of shit. It's so good. And then they used to do it, but I feel like they stopped now. But they used to do pop-up shops. And so my friends lived in a specific neighborhood where they would pop up a grill and you'd get in line and order burgers. And god damn. They're so good.
You know what would really make it fast food style, though, is if they kind of haphazardly wrapped it and then threw it into a bag across the room and then took that bag and swung it into the wall and then handed it to you. That would be fast food style.
I think they do sometimes, and I'll eat it.
Just McDonald's, and how whenever they like wrap your burger 1/3 of the way and then throw it in the bag.
There is this girl on TikTok that will do like parody videos like that, and she's like dressed as a McDonald's worker, and she's like elbowing the burger while it's on the counter, and then she like takes the bag and she's like, and then she throws it on the counter, and then she like dumps a thing of fries into the bag directly, and then throws the carton away, and it's so accurate is the sad part.
That also kind of reminds me of those memes and shit like that, where people would order McDonald's on the screen and just be like, too many pickles, or something like, just come completely loaded in pickles. Yes. And they'd be like falling out of the side. Or there'd be like no patty, no bun. It would just be like cheese in the container.
That reminds me of a time that I was working with Oklahoma State University's band on the band staff, and the catered lunch arrived, and ironically it was Sonic, so everyone was pumped, because it was like, woohoo, we're going to get Sonic box lunches, which I didn't even know they did. But we had, I think it was 6 or 7 students that were vegetarians, so they had the vegetarian meal, which was great. I was like, okay, cool, they're going to get like, I don't know, some kind of sandwich or a wrap or something. They open it up. It is a hamburger bun with a single piece of American cheese, and that was the sandwich.
So
no
a
tomato,
non-grilled
no
cheese.
lettuce, no vegetable. It was a non-grilled cheese, singular slice of cheese sandwich.
But
that
they
was
could
the
have
vegetarian
legit
option.
just ordered grilled cheese sandwiches as vegetarian
That's true.
option.
Yeah.
Like, Sonic sells grilled cheese.
Right. That's what we thought they were going to do, was because that's what they have.
That baffles me that that's not what Sonic would have chose to do.
I know. We were baffled too, believe me.
It's moments like that that make me question, like, Where does logic and critical thinking go sometimes?
I remember it distinctly because one of the girls in the color guard was a vegetarian, and she brought it up to me, and she opened it, and I said, "There's actually no way. Are you kidding me right now?" And she was like, "No, they gave this to me. Like, there were fries and like a mint and a drink and stuff. But still, like, that's not a meal.
Really a meal. Yeah, that's
No,
annoying.
especially for a college athlete, because they're out there doing all the marching and all that stuff. That's lunch. Like, they depend on those nutrients to keep the energy up and keep going. So luckily, one of the staff members was from the area and had their car, so they went and got something else. So it was all fine. But that was just so like, come on, man, really? That's all you got?
I had taken my ex out to a birthday dinner once at one of the nice local steakhouses in town, and not that one. This one was at a nicely renovated building, but I chose it because they had a vegetarian menu. And so his friend ordered the sweet potato dish, and I was like, that sounds so good. And this is where expectation did not meet presentation. And I thought, it's going to, because they talk about it being glazed, and I thought it was going to be diced up, glazed, put over like this nice bed of bean and rice, something to give it something. It was a peeled, full sweet potato that they just done a bunch of slicing on, so it like looked like parts, but it wasn't completely sliced, and it was glazed and cooked that way. That is how it came out. Nothing else on the dish except that one glazed sweet potato.
Did a Hasselback sweet potato, but not quite Hasselback because they didn't put anything in the slits.
Literally nothing.
How much was it?
I don't remember that part because I was so focused on laughing and being like, I'm so sorry. I picked this place specifically so you could have a decent option for vegetarian, and I don't know why they even have this menu.
Well, on that very sad note, do you guys think it's time for a commercial? Because I don't want to think about this stupid fucking potato anymore.
Yeah, Anthony, let's go ahead and go to commercial.
Now, for a word from our sponsors, Jay's Beans. Can you find them?
This is Captain Thrust here, cruising at low altitude, and we're on a hot mission tonight to find Jay's Beans, the most mouth-watering, pleasure-packed fast food joint that's got everyone whispering, but no one can seem to locate it. That's right, Captain! Jay's Beans is the spot that promises to satisfy those cravings. Everyone's talking about its tantalizing menu, but finding it, that's a whole other adventure. Oh, I think I see something. Oh, no, false alarm. Just another plain old taco stand. Not nearly as filling. Come on, Jay's Beans. Don't be shy. Give us a little taste. What's that over there? I think it's just a banana stand again. Jay's Beans, stop teasing us. Come on, Jay's Beans. Show us what you've got. I'm ready for something big and juicy. Damn it, fuel's getting low, but I don't think we should give up yet. We're so close I can almost taste it. I'm starving. I'm starving so bad. Oh, God, we ran out of fuel too fast. But we haven't found Jay's Beans yet. Oh, my God. Are we ever going to find it?
At Jay's Beans, we know the hunt is half the fun. Think you can find us? We promise when you do, it'll be worth the ride. So, hop in your helicopter and try to find Jay's Beans. Can you find them? Or will you just keep crashing? Jay's Beans. Hey guys, make sure you follow and subscribe to our podcast so you can receive a notification every Sunday when a new episode drops.
Well, I must be a straight man because I'm having trouble finding the beans.
Where's the bean?
I sat in that drive-thru and spread everything open. I couldn't find anything.
I just unraveled it. Especially that cheese quesadilla. It came across so, stringy and mushy. But I got in there.
They say, you pull up the speaker and they say, "Hi, welcome to Jay's Beans."
How can we help you?
Because Jay's magic bag of beans is always half full.
And every order you make, whenever you finish it, they're like, order in, where's the bean?
And you have to ring the bean on your way out the door.
Oh, like Long John Silver's.
Yeah! Now, a quick disclaimer for you guys before we get into Beardo Submitted Sundries. You may have noticed that we didn't talk about sushi. That is because, I don't know about you guys, but in my mind, sushi is not really fast food. It's more of a restaurant sit-down or a grab-and-go from a really good grocery store selection. So I don't include sushi in my list of takeout.
We also just don't have enough time to talk about every fast food option here. Like, we'll have to have a continuation of this at some point.
Or we
Yes.
could just talk about sushi one episode.
That is fucking true, because I could go on about
I'm going to go pick up a menu from one of my favorites and just be like, all right, I'll have this, and that'll be the entire episode.
So in that vein, Beardos, you can send us emails, voicemails, voice memos, or any kind of opinion that you have on fast food places, including your favorites and your least favorites. You know where to hit us up.
Tell me about your Carl's Jr. or your Hardee's.
But speaking of hitting us up, do we have any Beardo Submitted Sundries?
Speaking of hitting us up, hit Anthony.
Well,
Anyways.
someone needs to.
It was a little light this week, but we did hear from... I forgot to get this part ready, and now Blanche is going crazy.
Help! My pussy's gone crazy!
All right, and we heard from...
Derek with the good beard.
Okay, home improvement.
Derek said, "Hey Beardos, enjoyed this week's show. I realize that I have reached the age when purchasing appliances is almost as good as porn. It is kind of exciting. I get it. I recently bought new appliances for the kitchen. I won't bore you with my appliance installation of the dishwasher, but it took 3 separate trips. God, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm totally with Joe about the layout of stores. I'm at that age where every store shall have the same layout and nothing shall inconvenience me when I am on a mission at gay speed. I'm glad all of the Beards and Sundries markets only have an aisle 4.
Shh, 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 shh.
Oh
Don't
my
tell
God.
everyone
I
our
love
secrets,
this.
or else no one will visit the market.
So, when will we get a commercial for the gay self-checkout at Home Depot? Homo Depot. Joe, that is a you commercial.
That's a really good idea.
That's
That
a
is a good
commercial you're
idea.
going to have to do.
Bananas.
Bananas. A dildo. Have a good and stress-free week. Wait, on second thought, have a crappy week, because your beardos need good material. Derek with the good beard. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Don't wish that on us. We don't need bad weeks. I need good
Yeah,
weeks
I've
for
already
good
had one. It's
material.
fine.
Don't worry, Derek. Plenty of those. But thank you very much.
And that is all I got this week.
Still good.
A little light, but yeah,
Hey,
that's fine.
listen, if we get one, I'm happy.
Hey, after our raving
Oh.
load of Apple reviews, I think we're doing great.
I haven't checked Apple. Hold on, let me make sure that
Oh no.
I didn't miss anything. I checked it yesterday, but I don't think I checked it today. Aha!
It's just
Oh my god! Oh my god!
ampersands all the way.
What do we have?
What is it?
This podcast is found in aisle 4, and that's the title. And the review says Sundries.
We have a complete set.
Yay!
Hey!
The next one says Aaron says, and then the review says Sundr, Sundr.
You guys playing
then-
horse in the comment section or what?
And then the next one, titled For the Lambs, says Sundries fully.
Oh my god! Thank you guys.
Oh my god. I'm so glad that we just keep getting ratings now for bullshit like this, and I need you guys to start just sending us codes and
I want
our reviews.
I want this to be like ad lib, Beardos. I want each one of you to go and leave one word reviews, and then each of you build off of those words. So the next person needs to continue the sentence, and you guys just keep fucking going. I don't want anything meaningful on Apple review.
So, to be fair, when you make a review, it goes through an approval process, so it doesn't show up for usually a couple days. So,
Yeah.
if one person like if one person posts a word, then like 5 people respond to
Yeah,
it, we'll get
that's the fun of
5
it.
different directions.
Good. That's the whole
As
thing.
long as they're 5-star reviews, I don't give a fuck what y'all write in there.
Actually, you know what? I'm fine with that because what I would love to do is like put a tree of what direction we could go.
You know how like the MCU has like the multiverse now? It's the multiverse of
It's the
BNS reviews.
multiverse of podcast reviews for us. I love it. I'm so glad I remembered to check that. 3
thank God.
5-star reviews, guys.
Hey!
Hey! All right.
All right, now
right.
that is it for user submitted content.
Perfect. Then let's move on to the very first Beards and Sundries top 10. Top 10 fast food chains. So, I sent a list of 15 mainstream fast food restaurants. Mainstream and local mainstream for us because, you know, there are a couple of places here in town that just deserve to be on the list. To Jay and Joe earlier today, and I'm going to read those 15 restaurants off to you. We will rate the 15 restaurants from 1 to 10, leaving 5 off each of us. We'll each have our own individual top 10, and I have created a scoring weighting based off of the position each one of us gives each restaurant. So our number 1 will get 15 points, our number 2 will get 12 points, our number 3 will get 10 points, and then down 1 point for every rank below that. And using a combination of all 3 of our scorings, whatever has the highest score will rank number 1 amongst the BNS all the way down to number 10.
So we're building a top 10 as a group of 3 for the market from 1 to 10.
So you're gonna pick your own top 10. I'll have my own top 10. Jay, you'll have your own top 10. And
Should I write this down?
by the time we're done with it, we'll have a top 10 based off of the weighting of
The
scoring.
scoring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So you can write it down if you want, if it makes more sense to you. So, I'm going to screen share for you guys. Boop, boop, boo, window, boop, boop, pop. And there we go. So, each one of us will place our top 10 restaurants, and we'll start with number 10 each, and you get to pick between... Boop. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Chipotle, Arby's, Sonic, Whataburger, Wendy's, Jack in the Box, Popeyes, Raising Cane's, Subway, Braum's, Jimmy John's, and Long John Silver's. So take a moment to place these however you would like, and then we will start. We'll go in an introduction order, and we'll start with number 10, and we'll go up to 9, all the way up to number 1, once you guys are ready. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. Now we can take some time to rank them, and then we can cut this part out. In other news, how do you like these pictures?
I
Isn't
thought that was
fun?
cute. I like that.
As we do this, these top 10 will fill out for us in the right.
Oh,
but
look
you won't
at
see
you
them
with your
until the end.
formulas.
I know. I'm really good at Excel. I whipped this up in like 15 minutes. Complete, Jay, with data validation.
Look at you.
Okay, after changing my order only about 17 times, I think I'm ready.
Okay, perfect. Jay, what is your number 10 restaurant?
Burger King.
Burger King. Boom. Joe, how about your number 10?
Burger King.
Burger King. I strayed from this and I chose Long John Silver's.
I want to like them more, but they're so gross nowadays.
Don't care for Burger King.
See, this is exactly what I thought. I was going to put Long John Silver's for number 10, but I was like, I like Burger King more, so Long John
Yeah.
Silver's will be below.
But I don't.
I've been to
That's
Burger
the-
King more in my life, and I trust it more, sadly.
And that's why Anthony didn't.
Yeah, I
Burger
feel
King
like
doesn't
maybe
give me
that's the-
diarrhea.
I don't care. Yeah, if I'm eating fast food, something bad's going to happen to my gastrointestinal tract, no matter what. Okay, Jay, what is your number 9 restaurant?
I did Popeyes.
Popeyes. Good choice. Popeyes. Okay, Joe, how about yours?
For number 9, I put Wendy's.
Wendy's.
Wendy's nuts hit you in the face. Ay!
Shut up. There's not even
I like the
nuts
Frosty. And, what else? They're square burgers.
there. Square burger. I chose Subway for my number 9.
Jesus Christ.
It's fine. I mean, I get it whenever Joe
That made it on your list?
It's fine. I mean, of all the 15 that I gave you, yes, absolutely. I thought you were more excited
Jesus
about
Christ.
it. You'd think that I eat cat shit on here. God.
I mean, that's basically what it is.
Jay's number 1 is,
shut-
God, what's an old disgraced fast food chain? Jay is like
Grandy's.
Rax roast beef.
Boston Market.
Grandy's. Oh, God.
Grandy's
Okay.
White Castle.
Captain
Shut
D's.
the fuck up. Okay, number 8. What is your number 8, Jay?
Arby's.
Arby's. Ooh,
I like their
Arby's.
curly fries.
Yeah, they're really good. Joe, what is your number 8?
Long John Silver.
Oh, yeah. Smart. And my number 8 is Arby's as well. Because their curly fries are good. And that roast beef and cheddar. Also, the Arby's sauce, it fucking kicks ass. I don't know what's in
Oh,
it,
yeah, it is
but
good.
it's so good. All right, Jay, what is your number 7?
This was a weird one. Jack in the Box.
Okay, I can see that.
I don't know why, but I like it.
You know, it's stoner food, but also pretty acceptable for anything else. It's fine. The mini taco box is actually pretty fucking dope.
Yeah. Oh,
Joe, what is your number 7?
My number 7 is Taco Bell.
Oh, damn, that's low. Damn. Okay. And then my number 7 is, reminding myself, Chipotle. Boop. I
Man, how far they've fallen.
I know. Because years ago, it would have been number 1 for me, for sure.
It's their own fault.
Okay, Jay, what is your number 6?
yeah. This one was tough to put down here, but Whataburger.
Whataburger. It's good, though.
Yeah.
That is kind of
3
low,
through,
isn't it?
It
3
is,
through 7 was tough for me.
but their fucking weight is brutal sometimes. And then their
worth
burgers
it
sometimes
every
come out a
time.
little dry. But besides that, I really like them nowadays. And I love their sauce, their Whataburger sauce. So
Well, Joe, what did you put as number 6?
So for number 6, I put down Popeyes.
Popeyes. Also a good choice. I like Popeyes. And my number 6 is Popeyes as well.
Hey.
I like how I have to keep referencing this. Like, I don't know what it is. I wrote it down, but I have no clue. All right, number 5, Jay.
McDonald's.
Okay. Okay.
That damn
Solid
Coke.
number 5. I feel like no
And the
matter what,
Coca-Cola.
McDonald's is going to break into the top 5. There's just nothing you can do about it. Solid all-around option. Joe, what's your
Yeah.
number 5?
Oh, I did leave McDonald's off this entire list.
Oh,
Okay. For number 5, I put Arby's.
Arby's. Okay. Arby's is a great choice. Go right back to
I
it.
like their menu. It's got a lot of options. It's got a lot of good stuff, a lot of sleeper hits. So yeah, they're right there,
Yeah.
solid 5.
It's a good choice, man. Number 5 for me is Sonic. So every Sunday I have this ritual. Well, it's not every Sunday, but like every other Sunday, I have this ritual of I go walk the dogs, I go wash my car, and I pick up Sonic Supersonic Breakfast Burrito Meal with the cherry
yum.
limeade. Ugh, yeah. So I ranked it higher because I do eat it fairly frequently. Okay, number 4, Jay.
I ranked number 4 as Sonic because I like my customization options and I like the variety of chicken options and burger options and drinks and everything.
Choice. Yeah, there's a lot to offer in Sonic. Okay, Joe, you're number 4.
Okay, so for my number 4, I put Sonic, which I originally had Sonic and Arby's flip-flopped. So I went back and forth on that a couple times.
I mean,
but I put Sonic as 4.
It's a good choice for all the same reasons. Number 4 for me is actually McDonald's. Just a staple. It's solid. You can't go wrong with McDonald's.
It's annoying, but it's good.
Some good version of it, no matter which one you go to.
Oh.
So, now we're in the top 3. So number 3, Jay.
This one was tough because I wanted to put them higher, but I landed on Braum's.
Hey.
Braum's.
Their crinkle fries rock, and their burgers are so good.
So
I sometimes get a disappointing quality burger, and so it's just like, ugh.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
Joe, what did you put for number 3?
My number 3, I put Whataburger.
Whataburger. Hell yeah.
Yes, the wait is horrific. That is true.
Oh my god.
But
whatever wait Frank and I had the first time I went down to Houston to see him, it was like 30 minutes, and I'm like, ah!
I mean, that is Houston, though. You're in the heart of Whataburger country.
We were the first in line forever.
Well, should have ordered better. Anyways, my number 3.
He was waiting for his burger to be 13 cents.
Well, funny enough, I actually put Whataburger as my number 3 as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I think part of the difference here is that I don't ever really get a burger at Whataburger anymore. I always get the Buffalo Ranch chicken sandwich.
That is a good one, too.
It's a good one. Yeah. Okay, Jay, number 2.
I'm going to get laughed at for this one, but it is top notch for me. Wendy's. Their chicky nugs are good to me. I love their Frosty. And
like the
Dave's
Frosty.
burgers are just so good to me.
I love going in there and going to the baked potato bar and getting their chili.
Oh, yummy. Where's the beef?
On top of that, I will say that their flavored nuggets, those are terrible. But if you get like a medium meal from Wendy's,
But the flavorless ones are great.
The cup is fucking huge. So you get a lot of soda that you don't need. But yeah, their spicy nugs are really good. So anyway, sorry. Wendy's is pretty high for me.
Damn.
That inspires me to do a quick mini something to check out. Just go to YouTube, Wendy's cold drink training video.
Oh my god! It's so
Oh my
funny.
god, yes. Is that the rap one?
Yes.
It's really funny. We'll put it in the show.
It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay, Joe, what is your number 2?
My number 2 I put Jack in the Box. And that is because their entire menu, which is extensive, is 24 hours. So I used to do a tradition where I used to go to work on Christmas Eve, which I always had to work Christmas Eve early in the morning. They were always open. I could get whatever I wanted because they had everything. So I'd get the ultimate cheeseburger meal and my Gatorade, and I would go to work. And it was just a great way to start my hell shift on Christmas Eve.
That's a great way to stay in shape.
No, but thank you for the thought.
Well, I ranked my number 2 as Taco Bell.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
I just love the customization options. I like ordering online, and nothing
Their website is awesome.
like nothing is ever bad. And I think that's just due to the nature of like Tex-Mex food like that, where it's basically like meat, cheese, tortilla.
And it reads so
Mira.
well.
Queso y tortilla. So yeah, that was my number 2. Before we get to everybody's number 1, I want to give you guys a chance to give a shout out to an honorable mention that wasn't on this list. So Jay, who is your honorable mention that didn't make the list?
100% Dairy Queen.
Ooh, girl, yes.
I love a chicky strip basket with the gravy, and then they also have these like fudge. Oh no, I think it's like a brownie something. Oh fuck, it's
the Brownie
so
Earthquake
good.
Sundae.
Oh god, I'm wet.
I think that's what it's called. Orange
Well,
Julius.
I mean, Orange Julius, yes. I feel like one time, the only time that I got really like a hankering for Dairy Queen was that one time we went into the mall and I was like, we were ordering food together and you were like, you want to do 4 or 6 chicken strips? And I was so
9.
fucking hungry and I was like, 6!
Basically, that's how it went, Jay. 9.
I was hangry. I needed food. And you brought me to like a mall where the most people are. So I'm not only like severely introverted, but I'm also hangry.
Right.
Angry-verted.
Well, anyways, Joe, who is your honorable mention?
My honorable mention, near and dear to my heart, Shake Shack.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. God,
Haven't
it's
been
so
there in
good.
forever.
Everything is fresh. Everything is hot. The cheese sauce is cheesy and melty and gooey. Their fries are always great. I dare say they're better than Braum's fries. But oh my god, it's everything there is great. The service is great. The speed is great. The ingredients are great. It's just all around amazing. And they're
Honestly,
really
Speed.
they're pricey, but they're not that pricey.
If we had them here, I would have included them on this list because of how fucking good Shake Shack is. But
Yeah.
we can't get it. Like it's regional and it's just not anywhere near us.
Yeah, Five Guys, you really need to take some fucking notes from Shake Shack.
I thought about adding them on this list, but I was like, who can afford to go there? When nobody knows how this food is. It costs $50 for a burger.
The jokes write themselves.
Well, I picked 2 honorable mentions because I had a feeling you were going to pick Shake Shack, so Shake Shack was one of mine. But the other one that I picked because I figured you would was In-N-Out was my honorable mention.
Oh.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah.
real popular
Good.
choice.
Absolutely.
Animal style fries, I think, is really what gets me there. I just love the animal style fries. The burgers are fine, but it's the fries and the sauce and just, I don't know. The sauce is huge to me. I want sauce of some sort on everything. When things get too dry, I don't like it. I need things to be sopping wet.
Have you ever tried Freddy's frozen custard's jalapeno fry sauce?
No.
I love it. It's so good.
Because Freddy's burgers are bland as shit.
Usually when I'm going, it's because I wanted a random hot dog.
Okay, because I was like, I don't ever go to Freddy's because like all their food doesn't taste good.
I'll get this weird hankering where I'm like, I want a hot dog, and I'm like, well, Freddy's does it. I'll do that.
Yeah,
And it's because I really just want the jalapeno fry sauce.
well, shit. That's what I always get Braum sauce at Braum's because it's the best fucking dipping sauce in this world.
Yeah.
People are also super divided on the whole In-N-Out thing because they've had the In-N-Out ones that are in like Dallas. And it's the whole argument where they have their suppliers and their chains that they use, and that's why everything is so good, is because everything's so fresh and delivered so quickly and promptly. That's why they don't expand nationwide, is because they're not sure the quality is going to be good, so they stay where it's safe, which is Southern California, those areas, and a couple of stores out here near Texas. So people want them to expand, but they're not going to want the products that they're going to put out if they expand. So
Well, I mean, that's kind of how Braum's operates. Is you
Yeah,
know, it's
it is.
very regional because they have their own farms and they supply their own supplies.
yeah.
So, anyways, good honorable mentions, everyone. Now, on to our number ones. Jay, what is your number one?
I can't believe I picked this, but I chose Taco Bell. Because
Choice, man.
of my customization options,
Yes.
the amount of options, and there's only been one time that I've had something that I was disappointed in flavor, and it was like the grilled cheese burrito thing, or whatever it was. Hated that one. But everything's so good, and I hate that I like it.
It's so fucking good. I mean, it's garbage, but it's delicious garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. That's why I put it as number 2.
Yeah.
Joe, what is your number one?
Well, as Anthony probably predicted, my number one is, in fact, Braum's.
It's a fucking great choice, man. It's so good.
Their crinkle fries, out of this world. And I'm not even someone that likes fries that much, but their fries are perfect every time. I haven't personally had a bad burger from there, but I can see how some people might have, because they employ a lot of teenagers who are learning, and it's their first job, and they're learning the ins and outs of the burger business or whatever. But I've never had a bad experience, but I could see how people would.
Yeah.
I feel that.
We even had a couple of times where we'd get home and we're missing an entire burger. But, I mean, we'd just go back to the store and have the receipt, and they'll just make it right then. They don't really push back on anything like that.
No. We had that issue because we had a friend over on Friday, and I mean, that's exactly what happened. Is we were missing a burger, and I just ran back up there, and they just made it for me real quick.
Yeah, so they're cool about that.
Yeah, which is also why I chose them as my number one restaurant.
Yay!
Because Braum's is so fucking good.
It's going to be one of the biggest things that we're going to miss from here when we move.
I think what gets me about it is that it's so goddamn delicious. I have maybe had them mess up my burger maybe once every 7 or 8 times we go, and not get it completely wrong, but maybe include something I asked not to have on there or something. But I'll eat it. It doesn't matter what's in that fucking bag. I'm gonna eat it because it's so good. And the other thing about Braum's is that if I want to get my fast food there, I can also run inside and grab myself a giant quart of fucking ice cream or 3 quarts of ice cream. And their ice cream is goddamn amazing. And I can I can go to hog heaven there. Be my little piggy, subby, feed me cheeseburgers, daddy self.
Oh my God! Does anybody hear the music?
Not yet, because we have to go through the Beards and Sundries official top 10.
No.
I've got to say, before we reveal the top 10, I'm loving the fact that Burger King's going to be on the top 10 because of me and Jay.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, to reveal the top 10, number 10. Long John Silver.
Oh, wow.
Good choice, fellas. Number 9, Wendy's.
Wow. I threw it so
Jay
far up there,
rated
though.
it number 2, and Joe put it on his list at all. Number 8, McDonald's. Okay.
Okay.
It performed well. Yeah, that's fine. Number 7, Popeyes.
Okay.
Yep. Number
Right
6,
down there. Okay, yeah.
Jack in the Box.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Yeah, no, that's good. Number 5. I almost hit the wrong thing. Arby's.
Ooh,
That
I'm thinking
is higher
Arby's.
than I anticipated.
That is
Yeah,
higher
me
than I
too.
anticipated, but I think it's because we all had it on the list. And Joe had
Yeah.
it as his number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4, Sonic,
Okay.
which is solid. Number 3, Whataburger.
It's worth it.
Number 2, Taco Bell. And the all-time Beards and Sundries
Braum's.
top 10 fast food place ever, because we could never revise this list.
Ever.
Yay!
Wow.
Looking at this BNS top 10, this is very Tulsa coded.
Oh, yeah, it is. Braum's is the number 1, first of all,
Yeah.
because, you can't really be getting that anywhere else. But God
like how-
damn, it's good.
Most of our listeners are also not in the region of Braum, so they'll be like, the fuck is this?
Well, you're just going to have to travel and get some fucking Braum's because it's worth it.
Come to Oklahoma City, visit us.
Oh, my God.
Or Tulsa, I guess.
Anyways.
We're in Tulsa, too.
Oh, but I do hear the music coming back on, and it is the Wendy's beverage wrap.
Ooh! Drinks. Cold. Are you ready? Here we go.
Now call our hotline at 405-999-2242 and leave us a voicemail.
No. And Beardos, a fresh batch of mozzarella sticks just came out of the fryer, so it's time for us to go. If you'd like to help us out, go and subscribe to our podcast so you can get reminders every Sunday when a new episode releases. We also post frequent updates on all of our social media sites for any additional sundries that we add to the market.
And don't forget to rate us 5 stars and leave a review. One word, continue it off of whatever the first review you see is. One fucking word, Beardos. We're fucking doing this. We're in it to win it now. We are doing the multiverse of Beards and Sundries madness. And also tell a friend about the podcast, because double our growth or whatever. But really, the 5-star reviews with the one word, do it.
We're asking so little from you, like literally one word of a review. We love you. Don't forget to fry up our socials. TikTok,
No.
Threads, Instagram, Facebook.
No.
Visit our website, beardsandsundries.com. Go buy some merch from the big buy merch button. You can also email us and you give us some user content to read next week at beardsandsundries@gmail.com.
So, from the three of us burnt chicken nuggets here at the Beards and Sundries Market, make sure to
Rank us as your number one podcast and love yourself.
Because we don't rank nearly that high anywhere else. And we already love you. Bye, Beardos!
Bye. Bye. Bye.